Brian, an open question to begin with your massive remit for Mr. Gorman. What's your biggest headache right now? I want to know your biggest headache running global fixed income right now.
Tom, the biggest headache is people need yield and you can't find it, right? No volatility, a Fed that's on hold, seeming to have an inflation problem where it's not in any of the prices, and clients keep putting money in, right? As equities move up, we're getting reallocations into fixed income, and it's just hard to find quality bonds with decent yields.
This is so important, the idea of reallocations and the idea of rebalancing, and frankly, the idea of something coming due and you got to go out and find another warm spot for it. Do you have any belief that the wall of money that's been identified out there is going to go into the bond, the bill, the note to capture yield, or does it just forever stay in short-term paper?
No, we are definitely seeing money move out the curve, and we think as the summer goes on, we'll see more demand for the long end, which is amazing at these yield levels, right? You would think it would stay all on the front end, but it's trickling out. We saw it in Europe years ago when they went negative, and at zero here, we are definitely seeing investors move away. I mean, still money coming in the front end, but other money trickling out the yield curve into risk assets.
Brian, some people take a look at bond markets and they say that they're manipulated by central banks, which have pushed bond yields lower. Other people say maybe we should listen to the message that bond markets are sending, which is disinflationary and is a slower growth picture than perhaps could support equity valuations where they are. Where do you fall in on that debate?
You know, historically, I've been a big believer in the demographic story that bond markets, while somewhat manipulated here by central banks, always tell you a story. That said, I think it's getting a little hard to look through all of the signs that you're just not as sure anymore, right? If there is a disinflationary tail that we should be worried about, it's hard to argue that there's not an inflationary tail that the Fed is playing with. And we're a little surprised, as much as we thought rates would come back down and stabilize, that they've been as sticky as they are here.